Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow for flexibility. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in tabletop, so you can come over onto your hands and knees. Spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Bringing your wrists right underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And let's take an inhale and start to drop our bellies towards the mat. Lift your chest, maybe lift your chin. As you exhale, round through your spine, give your tummy a squeeze. Push into your palms and inhale, drop your belly again. Lift your chest. Exhale as you round it out, bringing your chin towards your collarbone. One more breath here. Inhale, dropping your belly, arching through the back. And an exhale to round it out. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Come back to a nice neutral spine. Tuck your toes if you haven't already. Deep breath in. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Maybe pedal your feet a few times. Push into your palms. Get into those shoulders. Letting your head be heavy. Breathing a little bit deeper. Just noticing how you are feeling so far today. Take another nice big breath in and out. Awesome, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Start to look forwards. So you exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a half lift. Nice long spine. As you exhale, fold forwards and pause in your forward fold. Maybe bend your knees. Let your arms dangle. Let your head be heavy. Gently letting your chin get closer towards your collarbone. You might add a little rock forwards and back or side to side. Just feeling the sweet release of the low back and maybe bending your knees more if needed. Nice job, you guys. Take another breath here in your forward fold. Then bend your knees a little bit more. Using an inhale, roll your way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. Let your arms dangle and be heavy the whole way up. Once you get to standing, take a shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders back and down. Spread your fingertips wide with a big inhale. Reach your arms up. As you exhale, fold forwards. Back into your forward fold. Bend your knees, pause here. Your arms can continue to dangle, or maybe you're going to bring your hands to your hips. Maybe lift the hips a little bit higher. Bring your chin towards your collarbone if you want to interlace your fingers behind your back. Letting your hands fall towards the floor behind your head. Getting into those shoulders a little bit, but again, you can add a little rock forwards and back. Or side to side, or no rock at all. But just breathe. Bend your knees as much as you need to feel the sweet release for the low back. Nice job, you guys. If your arms are behind you, your hands are on your hips, just let them fall back down towards the floor. Let your arms dangle. Let them dangle the whole way up to standing. Use an inhale. Roll like a ragdoll. One vertebrae at a time. Nice job, you guys. Once you get to standing, you get to the top, take your shoulder roll. Roll your shoulders back and down. Spread your fingers wide. With a big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, fold forwards. Take an inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into your downward facing dog, bringing your big toes together. Take an inhale, lift your right foot up. With an exhale, send that foot forwards between your hands into a lunge. As you inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a half lift. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. As you exhale, fold all the way back down. Take an inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, planting your hands, step back into your downward dog, bringing your big toes together. Inhale your left foot up. Exhale, send it forwards into your lunge. Take an inhale, maybe look forwards a little bit, and exhale, bring your back foot to the top. As you inhale, take your half lift. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach on up, look up maybe. Exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Let's step our feet maybe mat width apart. Turn your toes to point forwards. Bring your hands either to your hips or interlace them behind your back. With an inhale, lengthen, stand tall, maybe even gaze upwards. As you exhale, start to tip forwards. Bend your knees if you need. Maybe come halfway. Maybe keep your spine long like you're in a half lift. Or maybe keep going. Folding forwards again, option to add that interlaced finger grip behind you to get into your shoulders, but feel free to bend your knees as much as you'd like. Feel free to add a rock, side to side or forwards and backwards. Let your chin get a little closer towards your collarbone. Let your head be really, really heavy. Slow down. Awesome, you guys. Bend your knees a little bit more. Let your arms fall down in front of you. Take an inhale for a half lift. Lift your chest, maybe lift your toes, send your hips back. Fire up those hamstrings. One more breath in. As you exhale, fold forwards. We're going to plant our hands. Walk your feet all the way back to the bottom of your mat, but keep your feet out wide. Keep your feet out nice and wide for your downward facing dog. From here, you can walk your right hand over towards the left foot. Maybe grab onto the outside of your leg or the outside of your ankle and find a twist. Look underneath your left arm. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Bring your right hand back to the top of your mat. Regroup, wide-legged down dog. And then bring your left hand towards your right foot as close as it wants to come. Maybe grab onto the outside of the right leg or ankle. Maybe not. Gazing to that right side. Twist. Awesome job, you guys. Inhale. Bring your left hand back to the top of your mat. Step your feet together. All the way together. With an inhale, lift your right foot up. As you exhale, send it forwards between your hands into your lunge. This time, lower your back knee, untuck your back toes, and start to heel toe your foot to the left side. Lay down your shin, find your pigeon. With an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forwards if you'd like to fold forwards. Soften your shoulders. Let your upper body get nice and heavy. Slow down your breath again. Nicely done, you guys. Let an inhale lift your chest back up, planting your hands. We're going to push ourselves back, either down dog, maybe you end up in tabletop, but tuck your back toes. Push yourself back up into your downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, your left foot nice and high. Exhale, send it forwards. Plant your foot between your hands. Lower your back knee. Untuck your back toes. Heel toe your foot to the right side. Laying down your shin and setting up your pigeon on the other side. Take an inhale to lift through the chest. And an exhale to fold forwards. Awesome job, you guys. Take another breath here. And use an inhale to lift up again, planting your hands, tucking your back toes, finding your way into your down dog as gracefully as you are able. And once you get there, just take a moment to push into your palms. Let your head be heavy. Let your chest get heavier too. Let's stay for one more inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees down to your mat, cross your ankles, and have a seat. We're going to be bringing the soles of our feet together and our knees out wide for butterfly. So I want you to be able to sit nice and tall, so just slide your feet a little further away if you feel like you're rounding or falling backwards in any way. Placing your hands on the floor behind you. Push into your fingertips lightly. Sitting nice and tall here as you inhale, and then tipping forwards a little bit more. And maybe a little bit more, just kind of walking your fingertips closer towards your hips as you tip forwards. And maybe you can start to relax your arms completely. Let your chest get heavier. Nice, you guys. So I want to just use an inhale here to come back up. You can keep your hands behind you, or you can interlace your fingers again. Take an inhale, though, to lengthen. Sit tall, maybe stay sitting tall. Or if it feels good to kind of experiment here, tipping forwards, keeping your hands interlaced behind you. Maybe lifting your hands up and off of your low back. And softening the hips. Feel the love through the shoulders. And then using an inhale, as you come back up, releasing your hands just to your knees maybe, or to your sides. If you need a shoulder roll, take a shoulder roll. Bring your knees together. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. A little bit of a rock side to side. And then let's find a cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands to the floor behind you again. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to tip forwards. If you want to interlace your fingers again, interlace your fingers. Lift your hands off of your low back maybe. Tip forwards. Maybe lift your hands higher. And then use an inhale to come right back up. Releasing your hands back to your knees. Our legs are crossed right now. I want you to cross them the other way. Bring your other leg in front. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tipping forwards one more time. Maybe a little, maybe adding in your interlaced fingers behind you, lifting your hands off of your low back. Awesome job, you guys, using an inhale as you come back up, releasing your hands back to your knees. Uncross your legs even, plant your feet, give yourself a nice little rock, a little hug. And then let's lay all the way down onto our backs. So once you get down, you can pull your knees in towards your chest. A little rock side to side, maybe massaging the low back. And you can start to open up your knees. Maybe keep your big toes together. Maybe open them up as well. If you'd like to find happy baby, reach for your feet. Send your low back into the mat. Feel the love through the hips. Maybe bringing the soles of your feet together. Butterfly, recline butterfly. Knees out wide. Low back connecting to the mat. And then maybe letting go of the feet, bringing them to the floor. You could keep your knees out wide. Placing your hands on your tummy or at your sides. Just allowing yourself to settle right into Shavasana. Whatever that is going to look like for you today. However long it's going to last. I do want to thank you for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week. And until next time, namaste.